It's the music will save the day experience.
Oh, my name is Cornelius, and that's my real name. And my stage name is actually Cornelius SA. So SA stands for South Africa. So yeah, I was born in Pretoria, Atteridgeville. Then my parents bought a house in Soshanguve, and then that's where I spent most of my childhood into teenagehood, and then a bit of adulthood. We did one intimate show in Pretoria at Summit, and from the very first beginning, knowing Kabila for his musical experience and what he's done in the music space, and when he welcomed me in his space, I've always knew that whatever he's gonna say or wherever he's gonna invite me, the experience is gonna be mind-blowing. I mean, I played the first song, there was no one on the dance floor, and as soon as I played the second song, I saw these two ladies grabbing a table, bringing it to the dance floor, and everyone followed, you know. So experience for me was very mind-blowing, especially for a local. I mean, it's for me, it's all about the energy. When the energy is being reciprocated, you know, that's what makes me happy, because my job as a DJ is to make the people happy, and when the people are happy, I also become happy. Then that allows me to put more energy and more vibe into my set. Bro, like last night we were here setting up, you know, and all of us, we were like so stressed if the vibe is gonna resonate with people who know about music saved my life, you know. And when I came here, I think I arrived here like 2 hours before my set, because I also wanted to see like the build-up of the vibe, and definitely the whole experience, the whole setup, the crowd, the security, how I was being welcomed. It's something that you don't get to experience a lot, you know. So that not only music did save my life, but everything that happened within these premises, the music, the people, the vibes, all the people that are working here, I'm very grateful for that. I mean, at a very young age, my dad used to collect music, you know. So in other words, I can say I grew up in a very musical home or house. You know, we had a rack, we had vinyls. I saw vinyls before I knew how to play vinyls, you know. So I saw them from my home, and I mean, I've always enjoyed music. My grandfather used to listen to music. My dad's older brother, they used to collect music. I mean, 25K, he's from my mom's side, and Calvin Fallow is from my dad's side. So that's how enormous music is in my family, you know. So at a very young age, I grew up listening to music, and that has always been my life. I was in primary school, bro. Like when music resonated with me, I remember when I used to visit my grandfather, and I asked him to give me this. There was this old radio with a like a silver antenna. You put in a long battery, you know, with the cells inside. And I was like, can I have this, you know? And the whole time that kept me away from the streets, you know, because I was curious about what the next DJ or radio is going to play, and that really inspired me so much to also partake in this whole journey. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm a full-on self-taught DJ and music producer. So everything that I know from making music to play music. It's experiences that I've shared with my friends. Whatever that I remember, I used to go to this guy in Soweto from Sosha, bro. I used to take like a train from Sosha to Joburg, from Joburg go to I forgot the name of the taxi rank. Then I take a taxi to Soweto. Then I spend the whole day with that guy, exchanging music and also sharing ideas in terms of how to make music. And I think that added more value into what I'm doing today. So like as young as primary school, bro, I was ready to enter into we had a music school where Black Coffee and Shota, it was like straight away from where they used to study at the Technicon, you know. So I've always wanted to go to a music school. Growing up, when I finished high school, I wanted to go do sound engineering. But you know, parents always see us as lawyers, as doctors, because they think those are the mainstreams that we need to follow. But I've always seen myself traveling. I've been like almost everywhere in the world, you know, with my passion. You know, I did go to school, but just to satisfy my parents. But I knew, like the moment I started to know how to speak, I knew that music is the only thing that I have to fulfill. Yeah, man. I mean, I grew up in church. You know, most of my time I was in church singing, and I was one of the guys who was bringing like new songs, whether they from a different church. Maybe I go to a funeral, I go to a wedding, and I hear a song that I like. I'll do a research on that, and I'll introduce that to my church mates to say, yo, let's try out something new. You don't have to be singing the same hymns, you know, over and over again. Let's try out something new. And to this date, I incorporate that into my set, into my music creation process. I incorporate that thing of always wanting to bring something to the listener, to the audience. You know, so my goal has always been to like take the listener, whether I release a song or whether I play a set. My main goal is always to take them on a different journey. I always feel like if the music sounds good to me, if it satisfies me, if it comes from the heart, not the mind or not the trends, it will always satisfy the listener, because that's me pouring my energy. You know, that's me like waking up at like 3 a.m. from a dream, and I see this weird things, and I want to, you know, like elaborate the story further to say, this is what I've seen and this is the experience that I want to share with the audience or with the listener, so to say. So my creative process of my DJ sets, it's not about me, it's always about the listener, but it's me pouring my heart.
Suppose you have a story to tell.
Yes, basically, I don't want to say that, man. Telling a story, it's something that everyone says, but I want to elaborate where this thing comes from. It comes from the heart. You know, sometimes it's things that I've seen while traveling, and I, you know, like incorporate those experiences into my music, you know, because not all of us are going to experience certain things, but with the music, I think everybody else can experience what I've experienced, what the next person has experienced. And that's why not only me, but all of us, that's why we are gathered here, because of the music itself. Man, I was telling Umpilo before we started the interview, and Ukabila's little brother, I was telling him that the last time I had the same experience that I had today, it was when I was playing in Ibiza at Ushuaia. I played like a similar set time. There was like a few people on the dance floor, and the minute I played the second song, like the dance floor was packed. And that's what happened today. And as I was mixing the song, I saw these two ladies who grabbed their table and put it on the dance floor, and everyone followed. And that whole experience like took me back to my set last year, 2024, at Ushuaia in Ibiza, and that was the best feeling, because I've only seen that experience in Europe. I wasn't expecting to experience the same thing in South Africa, in Durban, and that says a lot about the audience. And I'm very grateful to be here. I'm very grateful to the audience, the sound guys. That was clean, proper. Bro, like honestly, I get a lot of promos, but I think the second song that I played was from Kidi Amo. It's a collaboration, but I'm not sure with who. But because I get a lot of promos, I listen in passing. I always like spare some time to check out some promos. Like I said earlier, my goal is to introduce new music to the audience. So most of the music that I played, it's not even released yet, so I don't really like yeah, because when I do my playlist, it's tracks that I'm gonna play for sure. I don't skip, like I prepare my sets very precisely and very carefully, so I don't want to be running around looking for tracks. Whatever that's on that playlist, it's a song that I feel, because it's a song that I feel. That's what drives that. It's a song that I like, it's a song that I feel, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, in my studio, I'm like, damn, if I play this song to 1,000 people, they're also gonna like it, because I've never heard the song, they've never heard the song, that's 100% sure, and if it changes my life, then it will always change their life, Man, like I just wanna say thanks to Kabila, he's pushing. I've never seen anyone put so much energy, so much emotion. Like that guy, he gave himself out to this show, and we speak a lot. We call each other, and one of the things that he said that stuck with me is, Nganwam, like, even if abantu abasupport, what matters the most is that the mandate that we have to carry out has been done. It was raining last night, we were very skeptical. Today, it was a very bright day, a sunny day. That was a blessing in disguise, like, I'm a spiritual person, so when we spoke about that last night, and today we woke up to a sunny day, I was like, I'm not here by mistake. Some things in life are bound to be. This interview, the staff that's working here tonight, the security, the crowd, it's not everyone who chose to come here, but the crowd that chose to come here, it's a very special crowd. The sound guys, that's why, like, whenever I speak, I don't only speak. It's not all about me. It's not about me. It's about the people who cancelled every plan they had, today and said, we are going to music for sake today. And that's what makes it even more special. And just to close it, I'm very grateful. And I salute Ukabila. Like, he has a very long heart. I've never come across someone who also motivates me to work 10 times harder on my goal. Everything that was happening here while he was on the streets, giving people flyers, showing people the events, it's something that people are not willing to do, especially at this time and age where we rely on influencers and so for someone like someone who's in a condition that you and I are not in, he manages to be positive, then everybody else should caution themselves.